come to you in a minute. Let me tell you all, this thing is a cash cow. I have tried to get Ty to be a part of our feedback panel for about over a year. And every time we've had it, unfortunately, he had a gig. He had to go out of town because they were all flocking trying to get these headsets. So me and my wife, we walk into this room at a resort in Bahamas or somewhere. We went to this resort and everyone is doing this, right? Some folks are dancing to the same beat. You can't hear anything. You just walk into a room full of people, right? And typically the room is outside. And I just see these headsets and I see a green, blue, or red on the side of them. Some people have blue, it's all light up. Some people have red, but you can see people having different colors. And once they gave me my headset, I'm now jamming like everybody else to Beyonce, or I'm listening to some rock, or I'm listening to some 80s music they're talking about, going back in the day, 90s, New Edition, or what have you. And I'm looking around, I'm saying, I got to invest in this business. This is a wonderful business. So, Venice, I'm going to let you tell your story because it sounds like to me that you probably experienced it too.
No, I had never heard of it, but now I'm totally interested. But I just want to find out if I'm in the room and the color red look like they're partying better than me and I'm on blue, I can switch to red real fast, right?
Absolutely. You can hear what everybody's dancing to.
I'm Absolutely. Definitely down with that. I can't wait. I'm going to have to learn about this. I've never heard of it.
And sometimes you listen to the blue and they playing, let's say, New Edition, and then all of a sudden they change it to somebody else that you're not jiving to. You switch it to blue, and now you're hearing what other people are dancing to in blue, and you're with it. So you can switch it up. And so again, they have 3 different DJs on the stand, but you can't hear the music blaring out. You have to have the headsets on.
Okay.
And so it's just wonderful. So you doing this at certain parties in high school and colleges, and everyone want this thing. And it seems to be a lot more safer venue, and everyone has choice, right? So again, you can see how excited I am because I had a chance to experience it. If I didn't experience it, I would still be curious like some of you all are. So great to have you here. The one of the reasons why I really was hoping that you were available, Ty, is because 2 people actually were starting catering businesses, or actually involved in catering businesses. And I'm not sure if they're going to be here to present tonight. They were supposed to, both KJ and Sadia was supposed to present on Monday. So I actually added them to the list tonight so that they can hear, you can actually hear their story as well, so that since you're in the same industry. But in any event, I'm sure with your various background, you're going to be very helpful in providing feedback to everyone tonight. So thank you again for being here, Ty.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Anyone else have any questions for you, the panelists, before we go ahead and get started? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick and just recap for the feedback judges what we're doing tonight, and then we're going to turn it over to Kimberly and help Kimberly get able to share her screen. All right. So, okay, let me make sure you guys can see my screen. Okay, there we go. All right. So tonight is the culmination of this course, 6-week course. And this is the area that we have been focusing on to ensure that you all feel an ease in starting and completing your business plan. So we created this course to show you how to put together your business plan. And we focus on the executive summary. And we want you all to present from all the homework assignments what your business mission is, what your business model, your business concept, your market need, your management, your business competition, who your target markets are, what is your marketing objective, information about your operations, and finally, your funding needs. And at the end, you can provide us with a call to action. Tell us to do something. Patronize your business. If we're seeking to be an investor, tell us what you want us to do. And then the feedback coaches will provide you feedback at the end. We have 7 minutes. At the end of, once you get to 4 minutes, I'm going to say 3 minutes left. That's not to scare you, but that's just to give you time to say, I need to go ahead and go a little faster, or you want to get to the point of your slides. We are going to be having really 6 speakers tonight. Sadia and KJ, we added them because they didn't present on Monday. But if they happen to come on board, I'm going to give them the opportunity to present. We're going to start with Kimberly, and then Tavia, and then Renate, Venice, Tashina, and then Sparkle. All right, so that is our lineup. And I'm now going to stop sharing. And you know what? Let me make sure that we have our recording on. I think you may have turned it on.
I turned it on. Yes.
Okay, very good. And so, did everyone has? Do I need to give them permission to be a co-host, or are
No,
they already?
They should be good to go. They should be good to go.
Okay, Kimberly. So if you see on the bottom of your screen, you'll see a square with a arrow in it. That is the button to allow you to share. And once you hit that button, you will probably see whatever you have in your tab. You probably have 2 tabs on your screen. Your presentation is loaded up there. If not, you may want to pull your presentation up so that once you hit that square button with the arrow in it, you should be able to see your tab item in a box. And you can click on that to actually share your presentation. Is that helpful? There we go.
I'm not sure.
All right. So there's there. So if you want, now you go to your tab, click on your tab, and then you can start your presentation from there. We'll see it.
I think she needs to put it in slideshow mode and she should be good to go. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
I'll start the timer whenever you're ready.
I'm trying to see here. I see it is coming up when I get ready to change the slides. I'm trying
You should
to
just be able to hit enter.
Enter. Okay.
You want to try it out just to see if it go to your next slide? If it does, you can just hit, there you go, hit backspace and go back.
Okay. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay. Well, here it goes. I can start now.
Absolutely.
All right. Hello, everyone. I am Kimberly Jackson, CEO and founder of Chemistry Creations, Hot Boiled Peanuts. I've been doing this business for over 25 years. I want you all just to think back a moment to being at grandma's house when we were young, and she provided traditional snacks that we all loved. Just take a moment to envision that. Wow, I sure do miss those days. Those were the good old days. My peanuts are not your gas station Cajun. They are fresh, hot, and ready. They do not sit in the crock pot all day. This is my slogan that I use to describe my products. There is a gap in the market. Customers are desiring fresh, authentic, high-quality snack options, freshly homemade snacks that reminds them of family gatherings, festivals, and childhood memories. We here at Chemistry Creations are here to fill that gap. As you can see here on the slide, our mission that is to introduce unforgettable flavors with unique seasoning combinations while providing the highest level of freshness in every bite. We vow to provide safe food products made with love, tradition, and quality. And as you can see here on the slide, unique seasoning combinations inspired by global travel, food safety practices. We're going to now talk about our target market. On the slide you see here, we have on-the-go consumers, festival goers, which provides fresh flavor, convenient snacks. Local cravings, comfort food, authentic, handcrafted, high-quality ingredients. Keto, high-protein snacks, low-carb, high-protein. Party planners, corporate events, sports events, bulk orders, customized, I'm nervous. Customized packages, local restaurants and business, unique and high-quality snack options. As I did some research, the IFIC Food and Health Survey shows that 74% of Americans report snacking at least once every day. Okay, let's talk numbers. I estimate Chemistry Creations will roughly need around 100K to expand and grow my business. This would consist of inventory, raw material, market, and branding. I plan to invest in digital marketing, all on social media platforms, handing out flyers, samples at local farmers markets, mobile vending equipment. We desire to purchase a food truck to also increase brand visibility and attract new customers. Our revenue sales goal in 2 to 3 years is to generate at least 100K to 150K. I plan to achieve that by participating in at least 3 to 5 major festivals and food events per year, establish online ordering systems with monthly sales exceeding $3,000. Build loyal customers, a customer base over 1,000 plus repeat buyers. As you can see here, all my different flavors that I offer on
3 minutes.
My fresh pork skins. My vision is to make Chemistry Creations a household name. I want to thank you all so much for this opportunity to be a part of Greater Wealth Works. Now, before I get to my questions, I do want to leave this with you. Another slogan that I use: crisp delight in every bite. I do want to ask you my questions before my time ends. One of the questions I want to ask you all: what flavor would you like to try?
Hot honey garlic.
All right. I can get that to you.
Garlic Parmesan.
Lemon pepper.
Okay. All right. I'm excited so you guys can try them. Now, my other question that I have, what strategic, I wanted to know what best works for entrepreneurs like myself. What are key factors investors look for in a scalable food business? Alternative funding opportunities, grants, partnerships that you would recommend for women-owned businesses, and give me some advice on building strong partnerships with local businesses, restaurants, or grocery stores to increase my visibility. Thank you so much for this time, and that concludes my presentation.
Very good. That was 6 minutes just about on the nose. That was really good. Great job, Kimberly.
And my palms are sweating.
That's all right. It's always going to be a first time. Always going to be a first time. The great thing is, from the feedback that you're about to get, take that feedback, and then we can do this again, right?
Okay.
You can actually decide if you want to work with me personally, and we hear you do another presentation. That's for everybody.
All right.
All right, so we're going to start off with Vince. Since you are a veteran in giving feedback, go ahead and let us know, let Kimberly know some of your questions or some of your feedback.
Yeah. In terms of feedback, I think it kind of mirrors something that I said in our past session. Really, the storytelling aspect was really strong on your end, but not so much something that I said. I would say something that Sam said last week, a couple of days ago, was basically, what are you looking for? Like in terms of like you ask the questions at the end in terms of like asking the audience to answer those questions, but it would be great to know, what do you envision for your brand in terms of like, are you looking for distribution? Are you looking for packaging? Like, where are you looking to go as a CEO? And what are you trying to leverage this presentation for? And then just some like numbers about like what your sales look like, and just understanding, what your trajectory would look like if you were to get some type of investment, kind of like the Shark Tank approach, when they basically say like, if I were to get X, Y, and Z, then I would be able to do, whatever. So that's just my main thought. And in terms of your presentation, I think your brand, it would serve you well if you kind of figured out what your brand is, because I saw different colors and different elements throughout the presentation. Just being very strict about what your brand is, because like I said during my marketing exercise, if I say a couple of things like golden arches, or if I say bullseye, you kind of know what brand I'm alluding to. So you want to start early with that so that people can remember who you are and what your brand is about.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to have Trey.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes,
You
sir.
hear me? Okay, awesome. Fantastic job, Kimberly. I can definitely tell you were nervous, but I can also tell you really passionate about your product, which you can't manufacture passion. So definitely see that and keep that going. Also, I wrote down, I'm taking notes. I feel seen. You wrote down, you said health conscious boiled peanuts. You can, if I pull my wife in this room right now, you can ask her, like, what does Trey just go run randomly to the store to get? And sometimes it's gas station boiled peanuts. But if I had a better alternative, I would do it. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida originally,
Okay.
and there's a gentleman. I guess it's a market employee, but the name of his business is called Randy's Nuts. And Randy's Nuts are really good. Not to sound any type of way about that, but that's the actual name of the business. And I only mention that to say, like, I can't get anything like that up here. So I definitely see the market need immediately, just from my personal perspective. But I know we love our boiled peanuts in the South. I love when you talked about, let's talk about numbers. I love the approach, and it helps to be clear on what you're asking for. So I think a lot of people shy away from numbers, or that's like a subtle part of the presentation. I like the directness on the numbers. What I would recommend regarding the numbers is maybe to potentially break down your numbers more specifically on a monthly basis to address seasonality, because there are going to be certain seasons of the year where your product is going to be more desired than others, and some of that you can't plan for, but you still have to work the plan that you set out. So maybe break down your numbers a little bit more monthly for seasonality. And then I wish I took down all the questions you asked. I wanted to kind of answer them line by line, but just for the ones or the thoughts that I can remember, you asked a few questions, and I got, I guess, a few questions back to you in regards to what are your competitors doing, right? And then who are your competitors? Because when I think about your product, what I might consider your competitors, you might not consider your competitors. So you might want to get granular about similar to what Vince was saying. Is your strategy distribution? Is your strategy direct to customer? Do you want to be bulk? Do you want to be in do you want to be in mass events, big events, etc. And really, or do you want to be the complement to a sweet treat, wherever you plan on being? What are your competitors doing, and how can you leverage what's already being done successfully to do that for your business? So fantastic presentation, and thank you for sharing your business, because I love it.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you. That's great feedback. Wow, Trey, you took me back. You were like, something that resonated with me too. I'm like, I need some of those to help me with making some better choices. So thank you for that. All right. So I think did we get all of our? No, Mr. Scott Howard, why don't you chime in here to give Miss Kimberly Jackson some priceless feedback, and then we'll open it up. How about that? You're up.
Sure. Awesome. Outstanding. Kimberly, first, very great presentation. I'm very proud of you. And like Trey said, it seems like you're very passionate about your product, and that definitely showed in your presentation. So I have some critique as well as some information for you. One of the things you mentioned is that you plan on getting some of your money, I guess, the funding through festivals, right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't want you to count on festivals. I just did the Atlanta Brunch Festival last weekend. I actually lost money thinking that I was going to make money. I guess it's more for exposure, but a lot of times we think that once we do these festivals, we're going to make a ton of money, and actually doesn't pan out that way. So I want you to look at either crowdfunding, talk to an angel investor, and especially since you're a woman-owned business, look at the SBA loans that they have out there too. Now, you've been around for 25 years, you said, doing the same thing?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
that's going to be a red flag to investors that you've been around for 25 years and really haven't taken this to the next level. I'm from New Jersey. We don't have boiled peanuts in the Northeast. So when I was a kid, my neighbors' cousins came up to visit, and they bought some boiled peanuts with them, and they shared with us. I almost lost my mind. I was like, what the heck is this? This is so delicious. But I couldn't find it. I moved to Atlanta 9 years ago, and that's the first time I've seen boiled peanuts in like 30, 40 years. I'm like, oh my God, I'm in love. So one of the things I would suggest to you, why don't you consider also marketing in the Northeast or territories that don't have boiled peanuts? Because I think if they have your product and there's no competition there, you can target that market right there and get that source of income from over there. Also, what differentiates your company from your competitors, I think, is your different your flavors that you offer. So I think you have a niche in that market right there. One of the questions that I had for you, you said you wanted $100,000 in funding.
Yes.
I think one of the other judges, I guess that's what you call us, or listeners, one of them asked you, what did you plan on doing with that? You talked a lot about marketing. What about distribution? How are you going to distribute that? Are you going to hire a company to pack it for you? Are you going to secure a warehouse? Are you going to do it globally or just locally in this region? I think if you plan on doing other places like the Northeast, maybe you might want to consider countries that can't get boiled peanuts, maybe somewhere in the Caribbean islands, or I don't know what market doesn't have boiled peanuts, but maybe you might want to target a market where that would be a delicacy that they would be willing to pay to import your product over to their country. What else? What about Amazon? I don't know how big a chunk they would take out of your profits, but maybe you might want to consider Amazon before you would a Walmart or Target to pack your brand as well. What else? Marketing. I think, in my opinion, maybe you might want to look at hiring a marketing company or somebody that does marketing for you. a professional. I have a guy who's the best. He does our marketing for our businesses, and he's second to none. I will give you his information if you want to consider using him. He's not expensive at all, and this is his thing. He can tell you how to take your business to the next level.
Okay.
And I think that's all that I wrote down. But you had I think you have an amazing product, and I think you have a very great presentation. You just need to tweak a couple of things as far as where you want to direct your money and how you're going to get the funding.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
All right, Kimberly, you got your hand raised, just so you know. Anybody else have any comments for Kimberly?
I just want to say that I was very intrigued by her presentation, her product. I feel that although she may be nervous, she still has so much more to offer and to give and to tell her audience. So I look forward to the expansion, the blow up, and don't forget Sparkle.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And like I said, I'm just going to talk about the nervous part because everyone's going to get nervous from time to time. One of the things that I think the more we kind of tell the story on why am I doing this, or even ask questions to people about have they experienced certain foods, particularly your food, just getting that kind of back and forth kind of reduces the nervousness because you really then can go into why you're doing it and why you're so excited about it. And so, but you did a wonderful job. You are done. You're graduating. So congratulations.
Thank you.
You being part of the. I hope you learned quite a bit while you were in the
Oh
class.
yes, most definitely. If I could just, I know we're on a time restraint. I do want to say that I think I focused more on the presentation about the boiled peanuts than I should have incorporated that I do the fresh pork skin and the flavors and broke it down on the flavors for each product as well. And to clarify on the business part, I've only been on LLC for about 2 years. I started doing the boiled peanuts over 25 years ago after my divorce, and that was the way that I raised took care of my 6 children. I did that outside of work. So as I said in the beginning of the program, I slept on myself a lot because I was doing entrepreneurship before it's gotten as big as it is now. I just did not know how to go about making it where it is today. So I have had 25 years of experience. I've only been at LLC for about 2 years.
Well, I tell you, you have a wonderful concept. You know, it's a winning concept. We want to make sure that we can help you grow bigger and better.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I just wanted to, before we go, I just wanted to pipe myself in the frame here and say how proud I am of you, Ms. Jackson, and talking to you before we got started. Ms. Jackson was referred by one of our Greater Wealth Works champions, Ms. Dupree, correct?
Yes,
one of your business partners who she went through getting started in business back in the day, but then she took strategic foundations in the fall. So she's been referring me a lot of people, coach, and about upwards of like 6 or 7. And you're one of them that stuck in there, you stayed, and I cannot wait for you to share with her this video of you presenting in the way that you did. So I am so proud of you. Let me just say this, that what you just said about how you had to pivot to do this to help raise your kids. See, that's what gets to the part of captivating the judge. Okay, because I was a judge not even 6 months ago. $20,000, 10 entrepreneurs received $20,000, 30 contestants, and it was the memorable ones. I was getting a little tired at the end because I had seen like 10 of them. It was a lot. But bring that up quick because that could be at the beginning to get me captivated to go. And then you start talking about your, the flavors. So just bring that storytelling forward so that it could captivate me. Because guess how many minutes the entrepreneurs had in the $20,000 pitch contest?
About 5?
4.
4. Okay.
So it was so much they wanted to tell that they didn't get to. So, but the treetops that were shared first, early, out, like you asked me that question. That got me more engaged. So I just want to mention that because it took me back to how you got in this class, us talking before you got here, then getting you to the pitch to where you are. And the more you practice, the better you get. Are you in Cobb County, Ms. Jackson?
I just moved from Cobb County.
Okay.
I
But
was in
it's a business license.
07. My business license is still registered in Cobb County. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so that's why it's very important for you to take all those steps. So you and others in Cobb County, everybody's open to the Verizon partnership that we have, but specifically Cobb County
Okay.
business license folks
Mhm.
on this cohort. The more you practice, the better position you are for this Urban League pitch contest.
Okay.
And we do have winners at Greater Wealth Works.
Okay.
So I just wanted to lean in and tell you that, because I think what you said that was offline in the presentation can bring great value at the front. Thanks,
Okay.
Coach. Thanks,
Thank
Kimberly.
you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Very welcome. Very welcome. All right. So we're going to keep it moving on. And so we have, is Tavia here? I'm not sure if she's up next. I don't think I see Tavia. Okay. So we don't see Tavia. And Renate. Is Renate here?
Here, yes.
Okay, good. Good. All right. So you are next.
We have good news. Tiara's in the room. So I hope
I
that
saw Tiara,
told
but
you.
then when I saw Tiara, then I saw when Mr. Vince
Yes,
came.
I came a little late, but I'm here. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
'cause I was like,
She
"Ooh."
was looking for you. So see, I told you, just hold on. She's in the
Yeah.
room.
So I'm gonna attempt to share. I'm on this Mac. I just learned some stuff, so I'm gonna see what happens.
I love the support that's going on in the room with this group. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, hold on.
You did it.
Wait, okay. Because I can't see anybody. So can you guys see?
Yeah, we can see. Yeah, you don't have to worry about looking at us. We got you.
Okay, cool beans. Thank you. Let me know. Time me out.
All right. Once you get to 4 minutes, I'm going to say 3. That means you have 3 minutes left.
Okay. So I can just start when I want?
Yep.
Okay. So good evening, guys. My name is Renate Washington. I am the owner and founder of Refined Beginnings Counseling, located in Kennesaw, Georgia. I am a licensed professional counselor and certified professional clinical supervisor. Most people call me Mrs. Issues to Solutions, and hopefully from our presentation, you'll understand why. The mission at Refined Beginnings is to offer eclectic mental health support for women of color who suffer from anxiety, depression, and trauma. The model of Refined Beginnings is flexibility, accessibility, and community. We offer flexibility because our clients are able to have a session via telemental health, telephonic, or face-to-face sessions. Accessibility is we've been able to create a subscription program that allows our clients to pay $99 per month, and then they pay $50 per service that they utilize at Refined Beginnings. Community, we have been able to secure grants, donations, and local small business contracts that also helps to fund our mental health programs, which allows us a greater reach in the community. Our concept is to empower our clients to be their best selves by utilizing holistic mental wellness, which includes emotional, physical, social, spiritual aspects of our clients' lives. We are a very inclusive mental health agency. We work with a lot of diverse clients. We're very preventative in nature, and so we offer groups, psychoeducation to the community free of charge most of the time, and then also for our clients. We provide a customized, tailored treatment plan to our clients that speaks to their specific needs. And we are also very proactive. And so we work with children who are in elementary school, middle school, and high school, hopefully to decrease their need for mental health help once they become adults. Our market need is because according to the National Institutes of Health, $282 billion per year is spent on mental health because 1 in 5 adults will suffer from mental health crises. However, only 1 out of the 5 will actually seek services, which means that around 46% of people do not seek services. And so there are people in the community who are either untreated or have unmet mental health needs. And so they'll utilize maybe like the emergency room at the hospital. Some of them go into the criminal justice system, and those are not the best places to seek help from. And so the US economy suffers a significant economic burden by trying to help those persons in those entities. Now, how Refined Beginnings can help is that by creating different programs, we're able to service more of the community's needs, which we hope helps to decrease that deficit of the $282 billion that is being spent. And so we also can help by hiring more staff that can also help us to provide those services that we have created. Management is myself. Again, I am the owner and founder. I have 20 years total in the mental health field, 15 years as a executive level management person. I worked in different settings to include criminal justice, higher education, nonprofit agencies as well. And so I have 12 years being a licensed mental health counselor, and then 4 years as a small business owner. My competition is online therapy platforms, mental health apps, and of course, other therapists. The online platforms have the capacity and the capital to be able to reach more people, hire more therapists, offer lower service fees. However, what makes us different is that we actually are embedded in the community. We're able to make those connections. We're able to increase our rapport with our clients because they can actually see us. We're not an online platform like we are out and in a community. What makes us different than other therapists is that we are moving towards a more integrative therapy service where we have psychiatrists, psychologists, therapists, case managers, all in the same building. So we're becoming a one-stop shop. And so that separates us from a lot of other therapists.
2 minutes.
My target market is small businesses, individuals in the community, schools, colleges, couples, and families. My marketing objectives is to utilize social media, putting out information via our websites, SEO increased from 700 per month to 1,000, email marketing, sending out blogs, newsletters, events that we produce. Operations, I have an executive assistant who is Deja, case manager who is Jace. They help the flow of how we operate with scheduling, billing, follow-up, coordinating services within the community. And so my funding ask is we are asking for $250,000. It will help to hire more staff so that we can develop more programs, help more people, make sure that we pay for our facility needs and provide newer services like dance, yoga, meditation. It's kind of what we want to do in the future as well. And so thank you for listening to our presentation. Again, I'm Renate Washington. You can find us at refinedatl.com or 678-653-8676. We're on Instagram, Facebook as Refined Beginnings, as well as Refined ATL. And I am the owner and founder. And thank you again.
Wonderful. You did just about 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Did great job. Great job. I know when I said 2 minutes, you probably said, oh my goodness, where happened at 3 minutes? Well, when you got to 3 minutes, you were so into your competition, I didn't want to interrupt your groove. So that's why. That's why. But you did a great job in the event. I'm going to go ahead and let Trey kick us off with giving your feedback.
All right.
Why you switch me to first, Stephen?
Hey, hey, Vince is going to be, I'm not Vince, but Ty's going to be first next time. So go ahead.
Renate, fantastic job.
Thank you
for sharing, and definitely love the product, right? When we talk about mental health, we can no longer question if there's a mental health crisis and if there are, you know, practitioners needed in the field to address those, and you cover a wide breadth of the market and how you want to address it in new ways. I love, you know, I personally do yoga and stuff like that, so I hear, you know, a lot of what you're sharing, and I'm like, wow, you know, these are the things that are being addressed in the market, rather you call it mental health or not. And it sounds like you put a lot of intentionality on the one-stop shop concept and who you want to be a part of your business. I wrote down, I saw your product was for women of color, and that might be your target audience, but I wrote down, why not men? I thought about, why not me, right?
Mhm.
But that might be somewhere where you're headed, or you might have a special or specific story that speaks to why, which it sounds like you embody the product embodies who you are. Like you're serving women that look like you, but maybe expounding upon your why, just to understand why, or maybe even think about expanding to men of color, if that's something that's on in your business plan. I also wrote down, how does your price point compare to alternative options? What you shared, like, okay, they offer a lower service. I think that's a great opportunity to show a visual, like a graph. Here's the cheaper option, or here's what they offer. Check. They offer these things. Here's where I stand in the market. Check. I cover a wider brand, and here's where maybe a more expensive option is, where it prices people out. But a graphic or a visual to show comparison would go far with people looking at to understand where your business sits in the market. I know in my business, I'm in fencing. I'm usually in the middle of the market, and I can't beat some of the cheaper competitors, but I'm mindful of that, and I'll tell my customers up front, and there's always going to be somebody more expensive than me, and there's very specific reasons why, and I can articulate that really well. And if I wasn't doing face-to-face presentations, I would have a graph and say, here's what they're offering, here's what I'm offering, here's what more expensive options are offering, just to ensure I cover my bases. Also, you mentioned the NIH, which I do a bit of healthcare recruiting, so I'm familiar with that. The question that I wrote down is, what is the local need in the areas that you serve in millions of billions? I understand that there is a holistic need and a target market, but if you can segment that a little bit further to ensure they understand, like, hey, here's the need for my city or my state or the counties that I service in Georgia. And because at the end of the day, the question is, what is the share of wallet opportunity that you can capture with your service, which sounds like a fantastic service. I also love your marketing objectives, and you could potentially, especially with the ask for funding that you have, you could segment that a little bit further to explain. And these are probably not necessarily your job as a business owner, but working with whoever's doing your marketing to segment like your cost per lead to get people in the door, and maybe just break down a little bit more where basically, if I give you this $250K, I understand you're going to spend it. What are some, and I know that this is high level, so I'm just giving you more maybe specificity than this presentation requires, but what are some more specific ways and the return on that $250K investment that you can convey that can grab your audience immediately? So that was a lot, but that's my feedback. Fantastic.
I got it. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
That's some fantastic feedback. Number one, there's a reason why tonight's session, and just like Monday's session, is recorded, is so that you can go back and review not only your presentation, but review the feedback, because it's awesome. And the feedback is not just about how you present, but feedback, particularly what Trey mentioned about, segmenting from one information to the next, and some of it being high level. You put that into your business plan. You actually address it in your business plan, because there was just some awesome feedback. So thank you, Trey. Thank you, Renate. And we now have Ty to bring up his comments.
Okay. All right. First of all, amazing presentation.
Thank
You
you.
did that with like a pro. I
First time
do.
ever.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Would never know.
I was doing an Easter speech. I was practicing since yesterday, Easter speech.
Well, it paid off. And I see a mental health therapist, my doctor, every month. I meet with him over the not Zoom, I forget what it's called, telehealth. I
Telehealth,
guess
yes.
that's what it is.
Mhm.
And my brother's a mental health therapist in Brooklyn. So I highly recommend for us to seek mental health. So my hat off to you for offering that platform for us, because we, out of all people, we need it the most. We just don't know that we need it as much as we do. And I think in our community, which it was considered taboo, more people are starting to realize how much we need it. So I think you have an excellent brand, and I hope that you get everything that you're looking for. My suggestion to you was to go a little bit smaller than asking for $250,000. I
Okay.
think that's pretty extreme. Maybe you might want to piecemeal it and do maybe 30,000 here to one angel investor, or do a crowdfunding for $25,000. Just go to different branches and start small instead of just diving out and trying to get so much. To me, I think I don't want to be a dream killer, but $250,000 is an extreme high amount. So maybe you might want to do smaller amounts with different groups. And I think you'll definitely get it, because you definitely have a great brand. Um, I wrote down a couple of things that you said. You were talking about your competition is mostly online, and I agree with what Trey said. Why not men? Why does it have to be just Black people? I think if you're in this for money, and if you're asking investors to invest in your company, their thing is ROI. They want a return on their investment, so they're not looking to just fund you because it's a good cause. They want to get some money back for investing in you. So with mental health being such a taboo in our community, I think you definitely need to broaden your pool and open it up to men, to Asians, to, in my opinion, you got so many people who have dealt with trauma. I was a former detective at the DA's office for 20 years. And so, as you know, because I think you say you work with law enforcement as well, we have so much trauma that we deal with on a regular basis that we need mental health counseling. Oh, civil servants, you have people like Breonna Taylor's family that are probably still traumatized. Women like that. Who need what you have to offer. So I think maybe you can broaden your pool, not to just Black women, if you're looking for this, not just as a business, but you want to make a great amount of money off of it as well too. You should open up that pool to more than just Black women, in my opinion. But I
Yeah.
think you have an excellent brand. I think you're going to do very well because you're very passionate about it. And I look to see you on the other side once you become a multimillionaire.
Well, me too. But I do want to share. It's women of color. So I have Black women, Oriental, Hispanic,
Oh,
Indian, you name it. It's
okay.
women of color. So it's wide open. And just because I say women of color, I still have white clients too, because I don't turn people away. I'm just very upfront in who I'm here to serve. But I don't turn money away. Hear me clearly. So I do have
Smart.
Black men, I do have white men, because I do couples, and they come to me individually as well. And then I do groups as well. So I don't turn away money. I'm just upfront about who I am here to service. And so I do need to figure out maybe how to incorporate that. We do the full gamut of services. Honestly, I probably need to be better at doing that. But I've been working with women of color since 2013, so I have
Right.
yet to like broadcast them in. But I do have those people though. I just got to figure it out. But I'm going to work on that, because men spend money too.
Yes, we do. We spend a lot of money. That the young boy in Louisiana that was killed by Hayes and Caleb Wilson, his family, especially his mom, is suffering right now. I think those people like that are really hurting, they could definitely use your type of service to help them get through it. People that are grieving, traumatized. I think a lot of people can definitely benefit from your platform. But
Yeah, and then look out for me too, because prayerfully I'll be graduating with my PhD December 2025. And so my dissertation is about the mental well-being of returning female prisoners reentry to reunification, because I come from working in reentry. Like I created behavioral health programs for reentry programs for women and men, and then reunification of families, trying to get them back reunited once they get out of prison. So I'm doing the best that I can, my little oneself, you know. That's why I need this money so I can hire some other people.
That's awesome.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So real quick, and I'm going to toss it to Vince. Some of the things that Ty mentioned sometimes makes you start thinking, at what point do I need to expand my target market and or my offerings? Because you may have had a specific reason why your target audience is people of color, right? And you don't have to note that right now. But what I want to say is after the course ends, when you start speaking with the consultants about how you should move, especially like Ty mentioned, if you're asking for $250,000 and you want investors to come in, they're going to be asking the same questions. So you don't want them to ask the question. You want to already give them the answer when you're actually talking about the investment opportunity, right? But the fact of the matter is, your business is going to expand, right? And you might end up bringing other counselors underneath you where you're expanding the offerings, where maybe there's some topics that women of color are part of one menu item, but there's other topics that folks that may not be, it may be men, it may be white men, it may be, folks from Middle East, what have you, that you're gonna be dealing with. So anyway, those types of conversations is after the course ends. So that you start looking like, how do I want to move forward, and how can I best engage investors if I want to get 250,000, or like Trey mentioned, or maybe Ty mentioned, maybe I want to go ahead and do 30,000 and 40,000, just put it in seconds, right? Whatever matters. It depends on what you need, not what you want.
Gotcha.
Vince, you're up next.
All right. And I just want to say that was a phenomenal and thorough presentation.
Thank you.
In the sense of you're focused on your product and basing it on the different buckets of therapy that you focus on and the different types of work that you do, kind of enlighten what type of practice that you're doing. So like keep that up so that people understand where they fit in as a consumer or as an investor. Now, I do want to gracefully disagree with my good brothers who said that you have to expand your audience. And I'm going to give an example. One of the campaigns that I worked on as they were expanding was Carol's Daughter. And I also worked on Shea Moisture. And there are a lot of Black women in the room. And I know a lot of you are familiar with their story about how they got pulled into private equity. They started to expand their marketing and they changed their product, and it literally diluted the product. So in that, if you are going to expand to try to reach a larger audience, make sure you don't alienate the one that is paying your bills at the current moment. Okay. So there's a very careful way that you can transition into larger markets. And I think one of the things that's missing in how you present your brand is the language that says that you are competent in one area, but you can also do others. So rather than saying that is your target, you can say that's one of your areas of competency. So if you work with families, if you work with women of color, if you work with diverse groups, like just be able to break it out and say that as an area of competency rather than saying that it's your main focus. Because in the climate that we're in today, that can get you in trouble. Okay. So just, you don't know what's coming, what people are like how they're looking at your business and how they're going to plan unnecessary attacks against your business. So yeah, I would say focus that on an area of competency because it's very relevant. It was very important for me to find a Black therapist just because of that level of competency. So if you can speak to the fact that you have experience in an area and you work with diverse groups, that would be a better way to use that language. Okay. And me being a marketer, one of the things that I do want to emphasize, and I emphasize it in the last critique, is branding, branding, branding. I noticed that it's just a little thing that my eye catches, the consistency of like the colors and the fonts and things like that. Just make sure that you're very strict about that. And you have what we marketers call a brand Bible, where you can only use certain color codes, you can only use certain fonts, and you know when to use them. If you need a branding expert to do that, like you can reach out to me, or I can point you in the direction of someone else. But just make sure that your brand is so solid that marketers can't even catch it, because the consumer doesn't know that they're catching it as they're viewing your brand, but it creates a disconnect because they don't remember that brand element. They may remember everything you said, but if they see that brand again and the color is slightly different, there isn't brand resonance. You want them to remember your brand. But I say all that to say that you did a phenomenal job. You paced yourself well through the presentation, but just those little tweaks will take you really far. So, you know, as you think about new audiences, you might want to connect that to some figures, what that audience size is, what are some statistics that kind of speak to the need for specific audiences, and that can help someone who's looking to invest see that there is more market cap for you to gain.
Okay. And I do need help. I need all the help. I did my own stuff on Canva. It's not professional by any means.
Yeah, and you did it the best you could, but and I'm going to claim it for you now. I'm going to call you Dr. Washington from this point on. So, that is going to be for you. And I hope that your dissertation goes well.
Thank you.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
Love it. Dr. Washington,
Yeah.
thank you so much. You did a great job, and we're looking forward to more from you. Use the help that people are offering you, especially the information that Greater Worth Works is providing you. So make sure everyone use the help when it's offered. All right, because they're gonna be looking for your text, your email, or your call. So very good. All right, you have graduated. Congratulations. All right. Moving along, we have Venice. You are up to
Okay. All right. I thought Tiara was before Renee. I just wanted to make sure because you thought she wasn't on. So, okay.
No, she was on to assist. She was helping Dr. Washington with her presentation
Okay.
after the last one. So we were excited because we thought we might need her support, but she's still on to support. She went Monday.
Okay, wonderful. Oh, hold on just a second. I clicked back off too fast. Okay. Can everyone see my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well, I want to bring to you and introduce to you SkillSphere. Our focus is on empowering transformation through expertise. In introducing you to SkillSphere, who we are in essence is we are a leading consultant and solutions provider specializing in tailored services for enterprises across the industry. Although our core target market is primarily around local government. I target local government because for the last 15 years, I've spent extensive time working for Big 5 consulting companies in large enterprise solutions for the federal government and state government. But in building my partnership around one of the key services that we have is the Odoo Enterprise Resource Planning. I am a ready partner of them, and our company also does staffing, resource augmentation, training, independent verification and validation, organizational change management, and project management, and we specialize in staffing around those particular areas. But my business concept is that we focus on really connecting the pieces for our customers. Many of our clients are going through digital transformation, and they struggle a little bit around having consistency with many of the consulting companies that they bring in. So that's why we really focus on bringing in program project management, people with 15 plus years of experience. We can help them around the IVNV, which is a specialized quality assurance and quality control. The organizational change management, which when any organization is doing digital transformation, that organization is rapidly changing. We can come back, we can do the training around their staff, and then just do strategic oversight for the whole enterprise software solution. We do HR and staffing solutions. We're specialized in recruitment. We do advisory services for organizations seeking really skilled, experienced professionals. We really focus heavily around that group of professionals that kind of have that 15 years of solid experience. It comes from a personal place of mind, seeing many of my top tier mentors when I was with IBM, Deloitte, many organizations like that. When they hit that certain age gap, they peak to the top of their salaries. I systematically saw them being displaced, and many of them have moved in what's called into the career field of fractional consultant. And so the market need for much of what my services are is in the staffing industry. It's rapidly growing. It's projected to be a $185 billion industry by 2025. But organizations still cite their major challenge is really fulfilling major skill gaps that they have within their enterprises. So we help them mitigate that issue by offering top tier talent. And then also many clients are looking to move into a digital transformation space, but the price point from many of my competitors is really just out of their reach, which is why I was so passionate and excited about becoming a ready partner with Odoo. And so I'm going to talk through the demo that I'm going to pull up. I'm just going to show you a little bit of what my Odoo solution looks like, and then take you through a couple of other slides after this. So while the video is playing, I'm also going to be speaking to maximize my 7 minutes. So with Odoo, again, it is an enterprise resource planning system. And through that, we can take care of every aspect of your business. And I don't want you to think when we say every aspect of your business, we're talking about a large organization. We're also talking about small enterprises like what we just witnessed being presented to us tonight, because Odoo is a very affordable solution that is tailored towards working with a one-person business or a small to mid-sized operation. Our top competitors like Workday, ServiceNow, those are just ERP solutions that most companies cannot afford because of the licensing cost is just out of reach for the average small to mid-sized company. That's where Odoo offers a unique space, and that's also why I'm so passionate about my partnership with them, because you can afford Odoo to have a full suite enterprise that takes care of everything that you need to do in your business, from finance, sales, website, supply chain, human resources, marketing, all of your different base services and productivity. And it's just really, really at an affordable price. And so I want to kind of talk to you a little bit about how exactly affordable that price is. And I can stop the video now. Okay, I'm trying to advance to the next slide. I think it got hung up on the video. Okay, and as I was saying, it's very affordable. You're not dreaming. That's our motto at Odoo. You can look at utilizing the entire suite of applications if you sign up on a yearly subscription at only $24.90. I think if you do month to month, that price goes to about $31.90. These are some of our competitions, our customers. The key figures that drove me to Odoo is we've had a 70% growth. They started out in the international market, but has rapidly grown in the US market. The methodology for our success is customized collaboration and continuous improvement, and then bringing the proven results of what my staff can deliver. Our revenue model is we do retainer-based consulting contracts, time and materials billing, and then we also do success-based fees for executive and specialized staffing. And then our new training that we're focusing on is really working with mature workers who have been displaced, they're underemployed or unemployed, helping them qualify under the Workforce Investment Opportunity Act, where they can get $7,000 to $10,000 of grant funding for education. And we offer all types of technological training, from cybersecurity to project management to business analysis. Our funding needs for the first year may peak at about $90,000. That's only if we do more time and materials billing, and then they want us to do short-term contract placement, and that would be to make payroll. I, as the owner of the company, have invested about $72,000 to get started. I'm a champion for all people. Rather, I'm presented at the White House, which is me, here in 2010 with my business partners in Telespring, as we were in pursuit of a BTOP grant to deploy broadband technology in Dinwiddie, Virginia, the small county that I grew up in. And I'm still passionate, but when I go home, I still can't get on high-speed internet. And then I also serve as commissioner for the city of Mapleton on the Planning and Zoning Committee. And I'm really happy to announce that we launched the BOSS Workforce Center in Mapleton on last week. And I'm very excited about being a vendor there where I can offer training. I would look forward to hearing from all of you. I believe that every business that I've heard speak tonight, I believe that SkillSpear could be a wonderful solution for helping you move forward. Here is our contact information. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for your time.
All right. Very, very good. So you went about 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
But here's the thing. You are going so well. I don't think any of us thought that you had any slides, because the slideshow didn't work. But you were, what? It did not. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to show your slides really quickly, because I know you put a lot of time and effort into it. But because you were going so fast, we all understood what you took us on a journey. We actually understood even without seeing a slide. So I think all of us didn't even think that you had any slides, because you were very visual in how you described every one of the points.
You didn't see, can you see the slide?
We didn't see any of those. We didn't see any of those because you didn't hit slide presentation, and we didn't know, right? So until you said, I'm going to show a video, we still didn't see the video as you were talking through it. But it didn't matter because we all understood your business.
Okay, well, please tell me you can see the presentation now.
No, we can't. We just see where it says empowering transformation through expertise. So you have to hit start slideshow. You hit start slideshow, and then we will see it. You should be up at the top.
Okay, I've done 100.
There we go. So now we see it.
I don't understand why this isn't working.
So now we see it.
Okay.
But now we don't.
That is weird.
So again, if you want to just quickly go through, and you don't have to re-explain it because we want to keep it going, but I wanted, because you did spend time and effort, I want to make sure that we all have eyeballs on your slides.
Okay.
It just stopped on the first slide, Miss Finnis, so it didn't advance.
Yeah, it didn't advance.
So that's what was missing there.
It's so weird.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't want you to be dismayed, because again, I didn't stop you because you were flowing so well.
Okay. And it's still, you still can't see it?
No, actually, we see probably your desktop.
Your screen. Yeah, I think you shared your screen versus a presentation this time.
Yeah,
try one more time.
Yeah, I have that just as my screen. That is so weird.
Dennis, it's because it opens up as a new tab. So when you're selecting the tab or the specific piece, it doesn't realize once it pops out to the presentation, it treats that as a separate thing.
That's weird.
That's what's happening. But if you just click through your, we can see the slides here if you just don't go into full presentation mode right now.
Okay. That's what we're doing wrong. Okay.
So that's the introduction slide. If you want to click to the next one.
That is so weird. I'm just really upset about that.
Okay,
Okay,
so
and now, are you guys seeing as it's progressing?
no, we just see a
Okay.
white. It's this white screen right now.
Well, you know what? They loaded something new on my computer yesterday, and I had a few issues yesterday with presenting.
That's okay. We're going to go ahead and let Ty start us off on his feedback because, like I said before,
Well, he
even
couldn't
though
give me any if he didn't see my presentation. I'm
Yes,
really
he did.
mad about that.
No, some folks have given presentations with Great Worth Works just looking at an index card. So again, the way you explained it, I believe was fine. So let's hear the feedback and you will see.
Sly, I have to disagree with you on that one. I agree with her.
Okay.
All I remember her saying is something about staffing. I didn't have the visuals to keep my attention throughout the
Okay.
whole thing. And if I can give a suggestion, I think you did a wonderful presentation, but your voice was kind of monotone. I think when you realized that your visuals weren't being seen, then you got excited. I could hear your voice go up, and that caught my attention. So I think when you do your presentation for in front of those judges, that maybe you can focus on not being so monotone and just go up and down with your vocals. But all I remember is staffing. That's the only thing that stayed.
Do you want to redo it? You want to redo it? We have time.
Who, me?
Yes.
Okay.
You can go
I
back to it.
don't want to redo it if you guys are not able to see the.
Dennis, that
Well-
worked. If you click that button, we
There you
now
go.
see the presentation. So
we see
you
the
are
presentation right
presenting
now.
the full thing. So
So
you're
whatever
good.
you're doing,
You see
keep
it
doing
moving.
that.
Okay. All right. So this was the introduction to SkillSphere, who we are. We do consulting and we do staffing and we do tailored specialized services. Our key services are Odoo Enterprise Resource Planning Platform, which is all-inclusive business operation enterprise resource planning. So everything that you would need to do in your enterprise can be done in one place rather than having to go to multiple applications, having multiple licenses, having multiple subscriptions. We do what's called independent verification and validation, which is a specialized quality assurance and quality control that we work with our clients when we are soliciting requirements for how the solution is going to be designed. Organizational change management, that is where we go in and we help educate the people in your organization on how this new solution is going to impact their daily work. And then we also offer project management. Our business concept through offering all of those services is we help connect the pieces for the customer so that everything that they need when they come to us, they don't have to go outside of us. We can help design the solution. We sell the solution. We put together the whole team to do the implementation. The market need around staffing is awesome. That it's going to reached 1.85 billion in 2025. Most of the customers are still complaining about gaps as a major challenge in them being able to reach and fulfill most of the initiatives that they have. We also offer a really affordable cloud-based ERP solution, which is why many small and mid-sized businesses don't embrace enterprise solutions, because usually my competitors is just a little outside of their price point. The video that you're showing here is just showing kind of the different apps that we offer all in one platform. So again, the whole goal of having an enterprise resource planning solution is so that you can go to one place and do everything that your business would need. And the wonderful thing about Odoo, unlike my competitors such as Workday, ServiceNow, Salesforce, SAP, the price point is usually just out of reach for really small and mid-sized business. This video is just showing some of the screens behind many of the apps, and you can use the application on the go within your cell phone as well. So I won't play the whole video because again, I know we are pressed for time, So I don't want to belittle the time that you're re-granting me. And again, like I said, it's a very affordable price point for a subscription price of for the year. You're only looking at $24.90. And I want you to understand it's not $24.90 per app that you select. It is $24.90 for all apps to fulfill all of your different needs for finance, sales, website, supply chain, human resources, marketing, and all of your different services and productivity. If you do a month-to-month subscription, I think the price goes to about $31.90. Again, these are some of my competitors. These are some of the customers that we currently service. The key figures around why I chose to partner with Odoo is we've seen a 70% growth. Odoo started out in the international market in Brussels, Belgium, but they have rapidly made a phenomenal presence in the US market. My methodology for my success is, again, we can do customized solutions. We tailor it to each client unique needs. The collaboration that myself and my consultants bring to our clients is to help them drive continuous improvement. And then we show our proven results. The revenue model is, again, based on how we do our staffing. We do retainer-based consulting. So if we work with a client and they need someone to stay on with them after the implementation through maintenance and operation, they can pick one of my consultants on retainer. We also do time and materials billing for project-based engagements, our subscription model for Odoo. And then we also have success-based fees for executive and specialized placement. And also our workforce training programs is an initiative that is through the Workforce Investment Opportunity Act, which is a $7,000 to $10,000 training grant that people who are unemployed or underemployed qualify for. The first year of funding really was not that great. The most funding I would need would really be around maybe a factoring company if I secure more short-term contract-based projects and I have to make payroll, because a lot of times, the people that I'm placing, my bill rate, is anywhere between probably starting at $60 to $150 an hour. So if I do those type of placements, that's a pretty heavy payroll. So I would need to do a fractioning company to support me in that. I am Venice Walker, the CEO. One thing I pride myself in is being a champion for all people. This is me in 2010. I was presenting at the White House along with some partners in Telespring Technologies. I started my career in the telecommunications arena, and I then transitioned over into consulting more so in the government space around health IT. And so I'm from a small town in Dinwiddie, Virginia. It's really rural America. They still do not have high-speed internet service or broadband technology. So this was me here trying to solicit an opportunity to secure a BTOP grant with my partners to bring fiber optics into Dinwiddie County. I currently serve as commissioner for the city of Mapleton in planning and zoning. And so the Workforce Investment Act, I am an approved vendor, and we will excitedly start to offer training courses around cybersecurity, business analysts, change management, IV&V, and project management through the Boss Center, which opened up last week in Mapleton. And again, my target market for my consultants and my training are mature workers who have 15 plus years of specialized experience. And that came heavily from me seeing many of my mentors in corporate America start to get phased out as they reach the top tier of our salary ranges, and they top tier around the 50 plus age group, but they have a lot of life to still give to corporate America. So those are the type of consultants I bring into my company, and we go out and do implementation services especially around Odoo. And so I will be training those people, getting them certified in Odoo, so I can also market them to the 7,000 plus Odoo partners that we have throughout the US. And this is how you get in contact with me. I would love to work with each one of you. I could do a customized demo, whether you're in the hospitality industry, whether you're in, I think I remember hearing someone say that they do fencing. So again, all of these solutions for Odoo can be customized per your industry. And again, you can only load the apps that you feel are needed, but as your company grows and you need more solutions, then you just add the apps on for the same annual price of $24.90 a month. Thank you.
Very good. I think those slides were worth us waiting to look at. So thank you for redoing your presentation. I know you're happy as well that we got a chance to see all your hard work.
Yeah.
Very good.
And I apologize for my goofiness. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to get this machine checked. I usually work on my Mac. Maybe that's the problem.
Ty, you want to go ahead and kick us off?
Yeah, it was a great presentation. Those visuals help out a lot. So thank you. And I understood it the second time as opposed to the first time. So you did a very great presentation. I'm glad you clarified at the end $24.90 a month. I thought you were talking about $2,490 for the like an annual payment. So it's $24.90 a month. Great. I think that's very affordable. I just have a quick question. Odoo, who is Odoo? Like, I heard you say they're from the UK or something, or somewhere.
Yeah, Odoo was founded. Our founder is from Brussels, Belgium, and Odoo is it's a large company. They are enterprise resource planning software solution. And so you probably heard of ServiceNow or Workday or Salesforce or SAP.
Salesforce.
Okay,
and SAP.
so it's a solution just like that. But the unique thing that our founder has done is he has opened up for partners to come in. So you can become a learning partner, a ready partner, silver or gold, based on how many certifications you hold. So currently I hold a ready certification with goals of becoming a silver partner, hopefully by the end of the year. And then also you have to have a certain amount of users for each partner level as well. Great.
I think all of us here could use you.
Yes, I would love to do demos for everybody. Please reach out to me. And this is why I'm so passionate about Odoo, because so many small one-person operations, two-person operations, they log into HubSpot, they go to SurveyMonkey, they go to Intuit, they go to QuickBooks, they go to all of these different places to run their business. What we do is offer you a place where you log into one place and you do everything. You do your social media marketing, you do your website. Everything is in one place for a very affordable price.
Yeah, $24.90. You can't beat that. That's great.
And that's if you sign up for it on an annual subscription. If you don't do annual, you do month to month. I think it's like $31.90. I have to look back at our price sheet.
Gotcha. Very good job, Venice. I'm very proud of you.
All right, Vince.
I'm going to say, I think you did better without the slides. Like your delivery, once you got shaken up by learning that the slides, kind of weren't backing you, I think that just speaks to the fact that some people get really reliant on slides. And I appreciated the flow of things without the slide. And that's just personal for me. But one thing I will say that was really strong, that most people who are not as used to doing these types of presentations was your branding. I just tend to harp on that just because it is really important for people who are building a brand to do just that, build the visual brand, the talking points and everything else and the language behind it. And I feel like, it sounds like you've been doing this for a really long time, and it shows in the sense that the branding was there, not just in the visual once we were able to see it, but also in how you spoke about the brand. You knew the talking points, you knew the competitors, you knew the different things. What I'm still unclear of is, like, I understand that Odoo is kind of like a solutions partner. Are you a third party that's reselling the solutions, or like how?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
as
So
a
you're
partner, I resell and implement the solution.
okay. So you're like an implementation partner, like kind of like what Infosys does and some of those
Yes.
other companies. Okay, got it now. That was my misunderstanding in like the two iterations of the presentation. I
Okay.
think if that was made very clear up front, in that you are working with existing solutions and your role is to resell, implement, and support.
Yes, and
Uh,
customize per the customer requirements.
right, right. And I think like that kind of got lost in translation for me. I don't know if that was felt throughout the like the group watching. But I understood what it did. I just didn't understand your role in it. And
Okay.
that was the miss for me. But overall, your delivery was good. One thing that I would do is kind of switch the order of things. Like when you talk about where you're from and the technology gap, you can kind of speak to why you're passionate about this, and then build up to the fact that you're helping people get solutions that they need.
Okay.
You can talk about the gap that you experience and where you're from and why that's important for you to be in this space up front, because it just was like you jumped into solutions and things like it didn't get personable and personified until the end.
Okay.
All right, Trey.
Hey, Venice, fantastic job on the presentation. I really like the spaces you occupy, and I'm actually looking over here at my notes, and I don't feel like I even named them all. I heard staffing, ERP, org change management, training, project management, fractional consulting, and for me being having executive recruiter background, like I'm just nerding out in my mind while you talking. I'm like, oh yeah, I recruited a person on SAP ERP, and oh yeah, I had to fill a CFO search that was on this ERP, and fractional consultants, all the things, and staffing. I wonder if she's a contingent staffing, or is she working on retaining, all those things. I say all that to say, like, you have a fantastic product. I would encourage you to think about how you're packaging it and who your audience is, because you have a breadth of offerings, and it might alienate the person that doesn't understand where spaces you're occupying and who you're there for. So it's definitely clear that Odoo is something that you're kind of leading with. So I'm not certain if you maybe would cut it down to, okay, I offer numerous services, but here are my top 3 bread and butter. Here are where my clients have found the most value in what we bring. And as you kind of, uncover needs, clearly you can offer 6 or 7 other things. But just as I'm listening to you, depending on who's listening, their eyes might glaze over with the amount of information they're receiving, if they can't connect it to their solution for their business. So,
and I understand that. And instead of me just focusing exclusively in on staffing, I had a staffing company many years ago, and the testimony I gave about hitting at peak level at salary and years of experience, and you get a radar on your back. So I endured 4 layoffs in the last 5 years, and just haven't seen myself being able to recover at the same salary that I know I'm worthy of. So that's what made me just say, you know what, let me try to do my own thing. And then I have such a large network of people in my same position. And so what I'm trying to do is take our skill sets and really focus on getting people certified in Odoo, because it's a product that is growing like crazy. So most recently, like my
I'm on the website right now because it sounds so interesting. But go ahead.
So one of the top competitors in the ERP space is ServiceNow. ServiceNow just did a launch where they trained 1 million people in the ServiceNow platform under the Workforce Investment Act that I just spoke about. Now, the problem is you are training the people, you're getting them certified, but these people still are not getting jobs.
Right.
I went the way I did because as a partner of ServiceNow, a partner of Odoo, when I get people trained and certified, I got 7,000 partners that I have direct access to that I can say, what type of resources do you need for this project? What type of resources do you need coming up? I got access to their pipeline. Also, I get leads directly from Odoo, so I don't have major marketing costs to run my business. So that was my strategic approach, is training people in a particular space that I know is growing and having them specialize in something, because there's not a lot of people in the US with Odoo experience. And so I'm tapping into that market and I'm training them in multiple ways, because sometimes we will have a person who already implemented the solution last year, but they was like, I don't think this was right, or my team just isn't not able to conceptualize what to do. So then I send in an OCM person rather than a project manager. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Awesome job. Thank you.
Thank you. And call me, because I'm sure I can help you with your fencing business. I can put you on an ERP solution.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, Venice, congratulations. And I hope, again, all this information, feedback is helpful for you.
It is very helpful.
And please make sure you sign up for consulting so we can support you going forward. All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. So last Monday, we ended a little bit early. So today we're probably going to end up a little bit after 8 o'clock. So please bear with us, because all this stuff is really good. And we want to make sure Venice had a chance to redo her presentation. So,
and I apologize for taking extra time, team.
No, it's all good. I probably could have stopped you, but you were just doing so well. And so that's why I didn't do it the first time. So I'm glad you got a win-win.
And I don't do this professionally under my business, but anyone who needs help with putting together presentations or whatever, give me a call. I'm happy to help. It's just something I do on the side, but I just support people. I don't really charge.
All right, Tashina, you are up next. Tashina.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. I wasn't sure.
I'm here. I'm just okay. Okay. 1 second. How did I do it? Okay. First. Sorry, I'm trying to get this share. Okay.
Yeah, it's up.
Okay.
Did you want to put yours in presentation mode, Ms. King? Or?
No, honestly, I'm just trying to show it to you, so I just didn't want to get started and it not move. I don't know how to do this.
Okay. You want to try to put it in presentation mode? And then I
Yeah,
can tell you,
sure.
or you
How
can
can
leave
I
it
do
that way.
that?
Yeah. So at the top, I think is where you'd hit present, and then you should be good to go. But we could see it that way too. We want you to be most comfortable.
I just want you to be able to see it. That's it. I honestly don't care. Can everybody see it clearly? And that's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. All right. So Destination Charity, where your charity wishes meet your travel dreams. It's luxury travel experiences at penny auction prices. My name is Tashina King. I'm the founder and CEO. Our mission is to provide travelers with opportunities for full service concierge vacation planning for less, with an advocacy for local community support. Our vision and values. Destination Charity will grow into a thriving international auction and affiliate program within 3 years, offering luxury vacations to families, stay-at-home moms, gamblers, and professionals, with annual sales reaching $700,000 by 2028. At Destination Charity, we are guided by integrity, accountability, respect, charity, and community in every aspect of our business. Our business model, for everybody who's probably confused. So a penny auction is a regular auction, is an auction, but it's not like a regular auction. It allows you to pay for your bids up front. So you buy bid packages. Our bid packages range between $25 and $750. And they are used for auctions for featuring travel packages, accessories, and passport application assistance. Customers buy the bid packages, they participate in a penny auction, and they get a discounted price because of the group economics of it all. Our revenue goals are based on our $25 package model, 680 packages a month for the first year, allows us to reach a 204,000 goal, 204,000 revenue for that year. Year 2, 1,250 packages per month allows to reach 375. Year 3, 1,459 packages a month allows us to reach 700K for the year. And I did year 4 as well. Year 4, 6,000 packages a month allows us to reach $1.8 million in revenue a year. All of our revenue will be shared with our affiliate partners. Our affiliate partners are nonprofit organizations, B2B business, businesses that support their local communities. If your business has a charitable component to it, you are eligible to be one of our affiliates. With that being said, our concept at luxury travel at penny auction prices, travel agent plan vacations, penny auction platform, and affiliate driven approach is how we're planning to push our concept forward, and trying to make it affordable for people to travel, hassle-free vacations where you have support for yourself when you are on vacation, support when you get back if you have any problems, and a component that allows you to also support your local community. So our market need, travel is $1 trillion business. It's 1.35 trillion is estimated for 2025. And 108.8 million customers annually seeking affordable vacations, and that's just in the US alone. A lack of concierge style travel has been like a problem, because some of my competitors, or at least distant competitors, are places like Expedia, Travelocity, and Cheap Caribbean, but they don't offer a concierge service. They only offer for you to do your own bookings and for you to take on all the problems, and then they don't answer the phone. So our solution is our affiliate driven travel auction and partnered with a full service travel agency. Management. My name is again Tashina King. 15 years as a manager of restaurants and daycare centers, etc. 6 years as an auctioneer, 8 years as a travel agent, all in the pursuit of making sure that I was capable of understanding my business. Eventually, our team will need a CFO, a virtual assistant, a marketing manager, travel coordinator, customer service person, website maintenance, and an auction manager. All of these people will allow for us to run smoothly without having to provide and allow us to provide good service to our customers. Again, competition, direct competition, private travel agents, which are coming up big because of multi-level marketing travel agent groups. But because of the services that they provide and how they restrict their travel agents to certain packages and prizes and things due to their needing to make money, that puts a limit on what they can offer and what we can't. So again, my indirect competition, Expedia, Travelocity, and Cheap Caribbean. And again, our travel competitive advantage is the only travel penny auction with a community service component that exists. Our target market, this is Diane. Diane is a 39-year-old professional who earns about $78,000 annually, and her household income is $200,000. Values, convenience, and luxury without overspending. She requires loyalty to her family, community, and community-driven experiences. So she wants to be taken care of, and she does not want to be harming her community in the process. So we offer her what she needs. Other demographics, there's James, he's 30, he owns a small business, and he's seeking high quality community focused products that align with his values and his local support. Marcus, a 35-year-old nonprofit director, seeking convenient, value-driven ways to support his charitable causes while balancing work in his community life. So our main demographic will be adults aged 28 to 55, primarily white men and women with a strong sense of community and charity. Marketing objectives, destination charity, as a way to enjoy affordable, well-planned vacations. We want to have customers just remember that they had an amazing trip and that they got to build their community center, or they saw the local food bank up and they know that they got to participate in that.
We had 8 minutes.
Okay. We want to share, we want to share customers and we want our customers to share that they have stress-free, impactful, and rewarding experience, spreading the word about Destination Charity's value and community focus. We aim to boost visibility and engagement through affiliate-driven social media, projects, postcards, and TV and radio ads. Our goal is to be the top affiliate company worldwide, using affiliates as a driven organic customer connections. And we have to do that because auctions are not allowed to have social media ads anywhere. We will track the ROI for each strategy. For example, a $5,000 affiliate campaign, bringing in 200 customers each, spending about $150 would generate $30,000 in ROI. Okay. Our customer goal is to make sure Destination Charities operates online. It operates entirely online, allowing customers across the continental United States to access our services conveniently. So you don't have to worry about where you are. And once we are in other countries, they'll be able to access as well. But I have to be able to provide travel in those countries first. Partnerships like our travel agency Destination Mingle allow us to have a smooth access to the travel and the high quality service that our customers are going to look for. Our promotional strategies are, of course, an affiliate-driven organic social media engagement, direct mail, postcards to generate interest for affiliates. Sorry. So funding needs to cover the website maintenance, because it's already been developed. I've already invested that money myself. Affiliate onboarding, marketing campaigns, and expansion, growth goals, expansion for the community, impact projects, and scaling operations. I'm so sorry that I was so choppy. Thank you guys for listening. If you guys have a nonprofit and are interested in becoming an affiliate, we will be accepting affiliates in the next 2 months so that we can start our campaign to launch in August. So I do appreciate you guys listening. Thank you.
All right. All right. You are done, Tashina.
Yeah.
11 minutes and about 15 seconds.
I'm sure.
But we wanted to keep you going because, of course, we want to make sure that you got through it. And there's a few slides in there that we didn't request, but you went a little bit deeper than we asked for. So that was appreciated. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start with Vince, and then Ty, and then Trey.
So your presentation had so much meat to it. Like there was just so much substance to it. Like it was just jam-packed with things that, you know, an investor would look for. One of the things that you did that I haven't seen, I've done like 6 or 7 of these different sessions. And one of the things that I saw in your presentation that no one else did was create a persona slide. That was great. Personas are really great at getting people to envision who your consumer is. You painted a picture, you gave it a name, you kind of elaborated on who you're going for by making it a person. So kudos to you on that. There's nothing in this world that excites me more than travel. My fraternity brothers are on this call, and my line name is Jet Set because there's nothing that excites me more. I'm actually coming out of a little period of grief because I was supposed to be in Trinidad for Carnival and I didn't get to go. But I say that to say, your nerves took away from the excitement that is supposed to be attached to travel. And I think you have everything that it takes. You took the time to do the research. Your presentation was good. I would say some of the slides were hard to read because the background was competing with the text.
Mm-hmm.
But just find, like, you could put like a filter over the background to make it a little whiter. So you could, that was like my only visual critique. But the content of your presentation was perfect. What you need to work on is the confidence to deliver that and to give the travel the excitement that it deserves. Okay. Because it's just like, again, if you have somebody that's ready to travel or that's ready to be a part of this in whatever capacity, you don't want to take away from that excitement. But I get it. Like, the nerves are there, and I felt it. But you had everything in that presentation. So I don't want you to
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So for everybody who is still nervous, so I just wanted to do a little explanation. I absolutely had no time. I've had time to put this together, but my grandmother went in hospice and died like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. And so between travel and everything else, all I've had time to do is get the work done. So I haven't really had time to practice. And so I am shaking right now.
Yeah. And yeah, no, I really,
sorry. I'm sorry.
No need to be sorry. No need to be sorry at all. One of the things that we are taught is just to like keep going, but sometimes you have to kind of let the audience know that you are going through something so that we can give you the grace beforehand.
Yeah.
You know, and also like take the time to let yourself breathe. Sometimes it's just about taking a pause and then pacing yourself, because you did like I said, all of the information was there. And, you know, my thoughts are with you and your family. You know, the next time you do this, you're going to be in a better space and you're going to deliver it with the passion that I'm sure you have attached to this business. But again, you did a good job. Just, you know, work on that delivery. And again, more love to your family.
Thank you so much.
All right, Todd.
So, okay, to Sheena, my sincere condolences to you and your family. I guess that explains it. And you did a wonderful job to have all of that grief on you and still volunteer to do this tonight. So my hat off to you for that. Everything Vince said, I agree with. I have two questions for you real quick. The numbers, where do you get all those numbers? That's one of the
Which numbers?
the projection numbers. You said something in the millions and then trillions of billions.
Oh, you're talking about for travel? I get it from US, just from US statistics, US travel statistics. Like they do. So fortunately, travel is one of the things that data is collected on extensively. So there are several websites out there that all they do is collect data. But the one I got it from was Statistica. I think that's how you say it. But travel, and also again, I've been a travel agent since 2015. So it's an industry that I'm kept up in pretty regularly because I have a travel agency. I just don't actually do that as business right now. Because I put it on hold so I could do, like, I'm doing my auction so I could get it in order. But travel is a 1.3, like last year, it was 1.3. I mean 1.2 trillion or 1.1 trillion, and this year is projected to be 1.35.
I'm sorry, I was more so focusing on a projection for the numbers for the company, not the numbers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, no, because I didn't say anything about trillion there. That's why when you said that, I was like, no. So our base bid package, our base package is $25. So if we have 100 and so I did it by average of the packages. How many packages per month? Minimum packages. So I did it by $25 packages at 680 per month is $200,000 a year.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then so on and so on. So I did it so that just did projections for about how many people you can average per day, getting people to buy packages per day.
Great. My last question for you, Tashina, is you talked about Travelocity and some of these other companies that are your competitors. How do you get yourself known to the global market to compete with them? Even if you get 1% of the market share, how are you going to get them to know that you even exist, to let them know that you have a concierge that the other ones that don't have, and that you actually answer the phone, which they don't? So that's the last question I have for you.
Okay, so and I'm sure somebody on here gonna tell me this is bad to say. It's because I didn't create this business for the end user. I created this business for the affiliates. And so my affiliates, I plan to, so my affiliates won't be allowed, they won't create marketing. They won't be allowed to create marketing. I will be creating all marketing for them and providing it for them. The only work that they will do is to put it out on social media themselves. So our focus will be building my affiliate program so that they can get it out to because the purpose is not, I know I'm gonna make money, and I understand that that'll be a product of this, but the purpose was to raise money for nonprofit organizations and charitable organizations so that they can continue to make their missions happen.
Gotcha. Okay,
So that's where our marketing will be focused.
awesome. And best of luck to you. I know,
Thank you.
like Vince said, I know after you get through this, you're going to do much better
Thank
on
you.
the next presentation.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
All right, we got Trey.
Hey, Tashina, great
Hello.
job.
Thank you.
Good job on your presentation. Love, I don't want to repeat everything that said. I love traveling, luxury, vacation. I'm like, man, the product, like,
Yeah.
it's gonna talk for itself and speak for itself. And I know with the circumstances surrounding it, I wanted to get more excited with you, but I understand why now. But I can tell, especially by the amount of specificity that you went into your presentation and how much you thought about what you're going to do and why. And I'm not good at it, but I'm a big proponent of affiliate marketing too, especially when I've seen it work so well. And it's definitely, it takes a lot of the pressure off of the person that may not have the infrastructure, but they can make money. And especially like you said, for charitable causes like that definitely is I see a cycle in that where people who need it and want it can all win. Who need a vacation, who need the cash, who want a vacation, who want to be affiliated but don't want to do all the back end work, can all win in that. So definitely hats off to that. I love the personas. I saw Diane. I heard Diane, and it reminded me a lot of my wife. And I'm gonna tell you to stay away from her. No,
I want her. She mine. I want her. I want her. She mine. No, but seriously, because so it started because my mom is a school teacher for years. And she worked in the school system my whole life. And we hated that dumb thing. Everybody hate that thing. You know, you hate that thing that your children come home with. If you ever been a parent or next door to some kids, they come home with that pamphlet with the wrapping paper and the cookie dough. And everybody hates that.
Tired of it.
They need another way to raise money that does not require them to put so much work into something they don't get that much money out of.
Mm-hmm.
So
See, that passion right there, that's going to get everybody excited because it's already a infectious product. Everybody can get behind travel and getting away. And so I won't rehash comments already made. Fantastic job. And thank you for sharing your presentation.
Thank you, Trey. I appreciate it.
Tashina,
yes,
you are done. Congratulations. I know you had some conversations before, and I'm proud of you. I did not know about your family, so my condolences as well.
I was trying to get everything done. I tried not to say anything, but I was so nervous that I literally could not stop shaking.
You know what? Sometimes it's good to say it. It's good to so that we can actually be there with you and cheer you on as you're going through your presentation, because there are some folks who did not present, and I'm sure they probably did not have a loss of life. At least I'm hoping they did. And you had the courage to come on and finish the job. And that's what happens in business. You know, in business, different things happen. But business, the customers don't care. The customers still want you to keep going. And unfortunately,
my grandmother was that lady.
So sometimes those blinders being put on, those blinders, which is what you pretty much did, and keep it rocking. So I do want you to reach back out to Greater Wealth Works and obviously me, so that we do want to go ahead and critique some other areas in your presentation, because like Vince said and everyone said, you really have some really, really great information there. But we do want to make sure that we tighten up some other areas in your presentation. All right. So congratulations. And you have graduated, young lady.
Thank you.
All right. I believe the final presenter, and everyone, thank you all for staying with us, especially those that presented on Monday. Thank you for the support of your fellow class. So thank you for staying along with us. Sparkle.
Coach, I think Venice has her hand up too. I didn't know.
Oh, that's right. Venice did have her hand. I'm sorry, Venice. I did see that. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. You want to comment, Venice?
You're on mute. I think you're on mute, Venice.
Hey, Tashina, I just wanted to make sure you only put together packages for nonprofits or people looking to do fundraiser, you don't
No,
do
no, no, no.
regular travel packages under your business.
So no, so I am auctioning off travel packages to anybody.
Okay, okay,
No,
all right.
yeah, nonprofit organizations are my affiliates.
Okay,
That's it. I have an affiliate program for them specifically where they have to prove that, like, they don't have to have paperwork that says they're a 501(c). They have to prove that they actually participate in their community.
okay, okay.
And so that's an excellent question. I'm going to go ahead and go to Sparkle real second. But imagine starting your presentation off by giving an example by saying, hey, everyone here loves to travel. What if you had a wonderful travel package that was an auction and you paid $500 for a trip to Italy and everything was there for you? And imagine a portion of that $500 went to your favorite charity. How would you feel? Well, let me tell you about my business. Boom, 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 boom.
All right, Stephen, thank you.
Sparkles, you are
put
up.
it together.
Okay, thank you everyone for your time. Let me go ahead and pull up my. All right. Everyone can see my slide.
Yes,
ma'am.
Wonderful, wonderful. I officially announced my business name, Coach Yates. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm Sparkle Hall. I am the owner of Especially Close Photography. ECP is a mobile photography business specializing in in-home newborn photography sessions, offering a personalized, offering a personalized, stress-free, and intimate photography experience in the comfort of clients' homes. The business aims to capture those precious early moments in a way that studio photography cannot replicate. With services focused on local newborns, parents, growing families, by December 2025, the business will accrue revenues of $35,000. And this is just a start off, as I do work a full-time position, and I am a full-time mother, but I think it's important to slowly grow. Business mission. ECP's business mission is to provide new parents with high quality, personalized newborn photography that captures the beauty and intimacy of their newborns' first moments, all within the comfort of their home. ECP aims to foster trust and comfort, ensuring a relaxing experience for both parents and their newborns. Our business model is to operate as a mobile photography service, specializing in in-home newborn photo shoots. Clients can book photography sessions via an easy-to-use website and receive their images in a digital gallery with the option to purchase additional prints and custom products. The business offers tiered service packages ranging from basic digital-only options to premium packages, including albums, prints, and framed photos. The model is designed to be scalable with potential to add photographers as demand grows. And I have another slide to show a little bit of, to explain a little bit of what the tiered revenue looks like. Just for a brand new newborn to come out, the package starts at $375. That's a 2-hour session with 8 retouched digital download images. If the customer elects to add more, the prices go up. Our business concept, the core concept of ECP is to bring professional photography services directly to families, offering the convenience and comfort of an in-home experience. Specializing in newborn photography, The business focuses on intimate sessions that capture the tender moments between parents and their newborns. The business will use natural lighting and minimalist setups to ensure the focus is on the baby, making the photos timeless and unique. Through personalized sessions, especially close attention is paid to the baby's comfort and safety, making the experience memorable for parents and their families. Some of our future growth plans are to move into maternity, engagement, milestone, photography, etc. And we'll start here and hopefully scale toward business headshots and still shots and real estate photography. That's more of a focus for later years. The market need. There's a demand growing for personalized and in-home photography, especially for newborns, as new parents often prefer the convenience and comfort of their own homes over traveling to a studio. Additionally, with the rise of social media platforms like Instagram and Pinterest, there is an increased desire for high-quality professional images to showcase on these platforms. Newborn photography is a rapidly growing niche with more parents looking for ways to capture their baby's early moments in a way that reflects their unique family dynamic. If you look at this IBLS graph, you'll see that there was, as far as the revenue generating with photography, of course, there was a significant decline in 2000 due to the pandemic, but it's now at an uprise and it's steady. But the revenue opportunities are steadily increasing. Management, as far as who's the manager, it would be me. I'm the photographer and owner. There is future ideas to hire additional photographers, editors, and a customer service team. Right now, the roles range between me and my mother, a family member. So we're helping to operate, the operations as far as scheduling and customer relations. Our competition, the market for newborn photography is competitive, with many photographers offering both in studio and on location services. However, the uniqueness of ECP lies in the mobile service that's provided. Again, one of our competitive advantages is being able to partner with a videographer for content creation. So that's one upsell that we'll have an opportunity to provide. But again, the broad competitors out here range from those with studios, and they have a significant revenue. Here are 8 within the metropolitan Atlanta area. And as you can see, there is definitely a demand as it reflects within their annual salaries. Our target market would be, of course, new parents, especially first-time parents, expecting parents, and those looking for maternity shoots. We're also peeking at the grandparents, those who want to gift a professional in-home photography shoot to their children and or family loved ones. South Fulton County is our area of focus. As you can see here within the table, we have some age distribution breakdowns, income levels. There are approximately 44,000 residents here in South Fulton, 54% being female. So of course, I can attest to being a mother who took advantage of newborn photography and the value behind it. The average household size is 2.7, so that means we have a youngster somewhere in the mix, and that's who we'll be appealing to. The average median, household median is 81,000. Some of the marketing objectives, brand awareness, just everyone understanding the concept of in-home newborn photography service, via social media platforms, promoting in that way. Client acquisition, we hope to attract 50 to 100 clients in the first year, and that's paid clients. Of course, word of mouth is how we will increase, our referral program and how we'll build. And I have a few examples of e-commerce marketing platforms that we would definitely hope to join soon. Social media, Groupon, Airbnb. And if you look to the side, we have some babies. So I would definitely tap into my sorority engagement, christenings at churches, the Christmas holiday, Easter holiday. Operations, our service area, South Fulton again. There are necessities for operating this business to include equipment, high sophisticated quality equipment, props such as blankets, wraps, baskets, hats, all the cute little things. Image editing software. As part of our competitive advantage, we plan to offer complimentary editing, and if they choose, we will enhance the package at a minimal fee. And yes, transportation, we must get around. Okay, funding needs. Initial to start the business will take probably around $12,000 to cover. That includes, the equipment, the props, the website development, a marketing budget, and miscellaneous expenses. One as small as space heaters for the babies because they must be in a warm environment when they're not clothed. So some things to consider. Thank you, everyone, for your time. If you have an opportunity to speak with me on the side, I'd love to give you more information and share with you my goals. If you look at this picture at the top left corner of this slide, it's very important. It's extremely important to me. It's my daughter, and it reflects the quality of creativity that I put into this photo here. And so my daughter's now 5, going on 6, but as a mother, being able to participate and bring in an in-home mobile photographer has changed my world, literally. So I thank you all for your time, and thank you, Coach Yates. Thank you. Greater Wealth Works.
You are very, very welcome. That was almost 11 minutes. I will tell you that last statement hit my heart. I'm sure everybody else. I would have loved to have you say that at the beginning because that's a part of your story on why you're here. But nevertheless, you fit it in there, right? And I actually love it. I'm going to go ahead and let Ty get started, and then Trey, and then we'll finish off with Vince.
I'm going to be very brief. Sparkle, that was amazing. Very, very good job. I can see by that lovely picture of your daughter, you must be an AKA with that pink and green. But,
absolutely.
I wish your service was available with my children were infants. I would much rather have someone come out to our home than have to go into a mall or some studio. So I think you have a very good brand there, and I see you being very successful. I have one question for you. Is the transportation, is that like a mobile trailer or something, or do you actually come inside of the home to do the pictures?
Yes, you come inside of the home. So you speak over with the parent and prepare them for the type of space you'll need. And it's no more than like the size of a small living room or a bedroom, just to lay out all the equipment.
Gotcha. And you said props. Can you do AI instead of props, or do you actually need props? And do you need money for the props, or can you use AI to substitute for the props?
You can use a little bit of AI. I have concerns about quality, and authenticity,
Right.
also experience. And so as part of working with the parent or the mother and the baby, it's the idea of giving them, the props and the backdrops and things it adds to the service instead of saying, I'm going to do, something with the AI background. And you
Right.
could use it, but it speaks a little bit differently as far as the quality of the product and the service provided.
And lastly, my recommendation for you is if you would consider giving the guy, I think I gave Kimberly the number for Jerome Williams, as far as marketing, I think he can also take you to the next level as far as finding your clients. He has some type of technology using AI where people who have searched the internet and are looking for vendors like yourself, contractors who do have the service that you provide, he will find them for you all over the planet. So if you can give him a call, if you want to give him a call, I think if he explains it to you, you may or may not want to use his service. But I put the number inside of the chat.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Much success.
Thank you.
Trey.
Hey, Sparkle, great job. Loved your business. I say this with kindness. I love the simplicity of your business. Like you get it. Like it makes so much sense, and who your audience is and what you're trying to accomplish is quite clear immediately. So I appreciate that. I didn't have to think a lot, and the target being newborn babies resonated with me. Similar to what Scott said, my son, maybe not my son, he's 2.5. When my daughter was born 5 years ago, I would have loved something like this, and like what your business offers going inside someone's home. I find that to be a value add where parents are like, don't cough, sneeze, or blink near my child. So I definitely can see how that would resonate with a lot of parents who are mindful of those things. Also, I really loved your tiered approach. I wrote down good, better, best solution. Some people don't want all the things, but for all the things you already have a plan. You don't have to make it up on the spot. And I'm pretty sure you have some customization in mind within that. So really enjoyed that. I thought that your funding request was reasonable based on what you're looking to build and the time you're putting in the business right now. And I also thought that your revenue target seemed to be on target. So definitely, I thought it was just a great business plan, and look forward to. I'm excited for your ability to scale that business.
Thank you so much, Trey.
No problem.
Anybody else have any comments, thoughts? Congratulations to Sparkle. What a way to end today's presentation with Sparkle.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Christina.
I was just gonna give my feedback.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Vince.
No, it's all good. No, I really like Trey said, the simplicity. It's like you honed in on a product and you're building towards that product. One of the things that I really liked is the fact that you included the targets. It would be great if you build out the personas for the grandparent, the parent, or like adjacent family members. But a persona you may have forgotten is the hospital employee or the midwife who has close, intimate contact with the mother. And they may get a question around that, or they may see a need for that, and they can advocate for you. So just think about the people, like the people that are there every step of the way with the mom, and who become trusted authorities in that mother caretaker relationship. And so I know that you are building this brand, but I didn't see a line item for branding. That's going to be important for you to get somebody to build a brand Bible for you. If you want to reach out, I have one of my affiliates. He builds brands. He's a corporate graphic designer, and can get you your swatches, as well as like your brand Bible, so that you know what your fonts, your colors, your logo looks like. That's going to be very important because there's competition in your space. You are creating a new need. So when you think of brand building, also think think about product building and getting people to understand the market need outside of just your brand, because some people may not know that this option exists. So they need to be educated on the fact that this is an alternative. So when you start to build online campaigns, you're going to have online campaigns that are specific for building your brand and specific for educating people on what the space looks like. So you might not like, you might call out your brand at the end, but they need to learn what it is. So, you know, like, think about that as you start to build campaigns. But overall, you did a phenomenal job of breaking out the information. You did a phenomenal job of humanizing. I'm going to steal the comment about taking your daughter's story to the front, and just maybe talking about what that journey was in taking that picture and why you felt the need to build something like this. It's just like you wanted something more creative, something more personable, and you wanted to do it in your home, and that can waterfall down into the business need and how you are going to provide the same service for people who are in the same need state as you.
Correct. Thank you. I had it in mind, but I guess I'm nerves. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you, Vince.
Thank you.
Now, I think Tashina had her hand up.
Seen her comment about the trailer idea. Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, so two things. I was going to say, one, Ty's idea of saying that trailer, it's a great idea because for what you're doing with not needing as much space, especially starting out, then you won't have to do as much transport. You can always redress your space easily, and your clients have a place to come and they don't have to worry about whether they've cleaned their house or done all of that to get ready for you. Another thing, I think Vince said, which he kind of touched on, but I was actually thinking midwives. I know a couple of midwives, and they actually offer that service to their clients as part of their package, where they do initial baby photos for them.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely want to push midwives as a product, because that's a business to business thing that you could get, that they get the write off, so they're not even worried about the cost.
Thank you for sharing it, Tanisha.
No problem.
Sheena, I'm sorry.
That's amazing. Good info.
And Renate, I believe she has her hand up.
Yes, I have a twofold. I want to say, like, great presentation. I'm a neutral person. It's calming, it's relaxing. So definitely kudos to the color. It's relaxing for me. And then my second thing is just how do we get the info for the brand Bible? Because I know that I really need that also. So I don't want to lose sight of that. Because I have to jump off in a minute. Like, my dog had surgery today, so I need to spend some time with her for real.
I will share my email again, and since the presentations are over, I'm reaching out to everyone who reached out for a consultation. I'll let you know. I'll sync up with you to get a time for a consultation, and I'll be sure to have our branding expert on the call as well.
Anybody else? So we can go ahead and conclude tonight's session. So for everybody, and again, Sparkle, thank you so much for a beautiful presentation. The next step is, again, to reach back out to Greater Wealth Works, just like I'm saying to everybody, to help us now tweak your presentation, your business plan information. We can always tweak your presentation later on, because you guys are going to give many presentations, and they will all be different because of you're going to have different audiences. And that means you're going to change up some of the information you're going to provide based on the audience you're going to talk to. So your business plan is always going to be kind of like a living document, as you may have heard that term before. But the thing that I was going to mention Monday that I decided to wait to today, and that's why I'm glad most of the folks on Monday are still here, is this. One of the things that a lot of folks fail to do after this class is then transport their information that they've done all the homework into the business plan, and then walk into Greater Wealth Works or give us a call so we really can start working together to tweak those things. Because while you finalize the information for tonight's presentation, it's really not finalized to your need. So let us work with you again to continue to finalize your executive summary and then start moving you into the real body of your business plan. Many businesses fail to plan, and that's why a lot of times they fail within 2 or 3 years. Some of you have working businesses. Kimberly specifically said she's been doing this for over 20 years, but she never really had a plan. So we want to make sure that while we're excited about ending this course, and some of you probably not, because you're going to be waking up on Monday and Wednesday wondering, hey, do we supposed to go to have a class tonight? You're going to be missing each other's faces. That's a real thing. So let's make sure that the next step is start getting consults with myself, with people like Vince. At some point, I hope Trey becomes a consultant, and the other consultants and staff that Greater Works have. Start working with us to start tweaking out and finalizing your executive summary and start moving to the other areas of your business plan. Also, because if you notice how Jamise always came in and said, let me start off and tell you all about these resources. You cannot forget about the resources that Greater Works is pushing, because they built these partnerships, not just to say they have a partnership with these outside organizations. They built them for your benefit. And if you get anything for free, you're not going to get it for very long. Even like Vince. Vince is a very expensive person. You need to go ahead and maximize your time with someone like that. Okay. So Verizon Skills Small Business Big Opportunity. Make sure, again, I'm going to throw that out again, because that's a wonderful opportunity for you guys to get with Great Works partners. All right. So you have graduated. We're excited for you. One of the biggest things that you all are going to do is patronize each other. So Sparkle, there's a lot of people in the database for Greater Works who have babies. So make sure you work with Greater Works to say, how can I connect with your clients? Same thing with you, Renate. Same with you, Tashina. You all need to make sure that your first customer come from Greater Works. It's going to be one of the Greater Works entrepreneurs. So let's make sure we do not miss to leverage that out. All right. And we're looking for each and every one of you to come back and be a Vince and be a Trey and be a Todd, and you give feedback to someone else who's going to be right in your shoes, because you're going to tell them, here's where I am right now, but I was in your shoes. I was nervous too. Right? Jamise, I'm handing it off to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Yes, thank you all for tonight. I am thrilled to pieces to culminate this with you. I apologize if it looks like my screen is frozen, but know that the best is yet to come with all of you regarding your journey, your entrepreneur journey. We are here, as our executive director, Rachel Davis, said Monday night, throughout the entire journey. We're not going away. Some of you have reached out to me to say, hey, where's my next stop? Where do I go from here? And we will help guide you and cultivate your business. Please, if you have completed the class, send me a note saying I have completed it. We do have the names, but we do have the emails and the names but it may come in arrears. And I want to get your certificates out to you as soon as possible. So let me know when you've completed the course and registered, and we will get out your certificates to you next week. Coach, on behalf of the entire Greater Works team, we are super excited about all the input and influence and coaching that you provided. Your students are better and greater because of it. So thank you for your insights, everyone. And we're looking forward to greater. You all have a great night, and thanks to our coaches as well.
Real quick, Vince, Ty and Trey, thank you all for giving us 2 hours and 45 minutes of your time. Really appreciate it.
Really appreciate it.
Great information.
For sure.
My pleasure, as always.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you, Ty. Thank you all.
It was nice meeting everyone.
You as
It's
well.
nice meeting you all too. Miss Jamise,
And don't
when are we
forget
meeting
Miss
in
Sierra
person?
to answer that email from Urban League, because
I did.
I think you
I
may
just
have
answered it.
Okay.
But when are we meeting in
Awesome.
person? You said we're all supposed to meet in person.
Yes, we are. I am, and let me go ahead and